I don't want a better career. I don't want more money. I don't want a job. I don't want somewhere to go for 50 hours of my I don't want a better job. I don't want a better career. I don't want more money. I don't want a job. I don't want somewhere to go for 50 hours of my life a week and stand there and feel like a caged animal. I don't want to play the game. I can't stand being fake. How you doing? What's going on? Oh.
I feel everything he said. I don't want to be told I gotta do something that I don't want to do. I don't want to be told when I can go on break, when I can go use the bathroom. I don't want to be told you gotta come in even though I don't feel like coming in or whatever. I don't feel like just being bossed around, honestly, by somebody that ain't the Most High. I listen to him only. I can't listen to another man tell me how to live my life and what I'm gonna do. Like he has authority over my life, which he does when you work for him. That's why I don't work for him. Sometimes I'll be fed up with YouTube telling me what type of things I can say on my channel. You see what I'm saying? That's just a mindset of somebody that doesn't like being controlled. That's just the mindset of somebody who wants to get it on their own. Everything ain't for everybody though. I understand if you work that job, but you know deep down inside, sometimes you be like, man, I don't want to do this. I'm tired of having to answer to this man. Keep it a buck.
If you in burnout, be in burnout. If you're in burnout, be in burnout. One of the biggest regrets I have from when I was in burnout was trying to not be burned out. Was to trying to act like I wasn't burned out, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to keep up with my normal pace, trying to keep up with my normal schedule, consistently beating myself up, negative self-talk. Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Instead of just accepting that I did not want to and my body didn't like it, and that my soul was tired, and that I couldn't push anymore. But I kept trying to push it, trying to put it together because I didn't want to accept that, like, no, I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I can't do anymore. But I knew that if I accepted that I couldn't do anymore, I was afraid of what I was going to lose, of who was going to stop liking me, of who was going to stop talking to me. Hell, at times I was like, am I going to lose my job? If I show up how I am, I might lose everything. And I'm going to be honest with you. That is exactly what happened. I lost everything. And I found myself. And I found myself. Good job, good job. If I wouldn't hold my phone, I would clap.
I'm gonna let y'all sit on that sediment right there. To be found, you have to get lost. You got to go through that.
I found myself. So after all of the performance, after all of the masking, after all of the crying, after all of the no, I don't want to let it go. Letting it go was the best thing that ever happened to me, but it wasn't gonna happen until I accepted who I was, where I was, and was able to move from there. Because living in La La Land, trying to pull everything together, trying to look a certain way, trying to survive and instead of thrive, like it only costs your soul in the end. You're the one tired. You're the one that can't move. You're the one that's dissatisfied. And sometimes you just got to let it go. So if you burnt out, be burnt out. It's trying to tell you something.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna refer back to the first clip. Dude said he tired of acting like he liked the people, meaning his coworkers. I know if you skin folk, you might get tired of putting on that fake voice. Your professional voice. Our people, they say you putting on the white voice, which I don't agree with that. But I get what they saying too, like the way that they enunciate, you might have to talk like that. Because you can still talk proper, but you know, it's the tone in which they use that they expect everyone to use. It's like a professional voice. Just like how the newscasters have a newscaster voice. It's the same thing. If y'all get where I'm going. On YouTube, people used to have the YouTube voice. People still do it when they start a YouTube channel. They throw on the YouTube voice. Hey, how's it going, guys? So I'm back at it again with another video. You know, they say it like that instead of just, what's up, it's YT, I'm back with another video. Listen, today we're going to talk about people are burned out. The reason people are burned out is because they got to be fake. And that takes way more energy than being real. Y'all get me? But let's keep it rolling.
Just so you know, this is what ADHD burnout actually looks like. Because a lot of times people just think it's like this complete collapse. But sometimes it's actually more irritability and numbness and avoidance and just crying over the smallest tasks and suddenly not being able to do what you're used to pushing through. And as a psychiatrist, I know that this is hard to spot, especially if you're higher achieving, because there's always some other reason, right? Work is hard or hormones or some other situational stress that you're shouldering. But truly what's happening is that your brain is out of bandwidth. And so if you've been, surviving on urgency or masking or guilt or adrenaline, eventually your system is gonna make you stop. Burnout isn't fixed by trying harder, which is what everybody tells you to do. And it's the opposite. You need less internal pressure. You need more support. You need fewer decisions. You need better expectations for yourself. Anyway, if you needed this reminder, save it and maybe you slow down today.
Yes. I think when it comes to you having a job, there should be an allocated amount of burnout days that you can have. You got sick days. You should have burnout days. Look, I'm feeling burnt out today. I need to take it easy if I'm going to be here. If not, I need to go home. I know that you've been asking us to pick up performance or maintain performance. You've been putting more work on us. But today, I just can't do it. I need to take it light, and then tomorrow I'll pick it back up. Give me 48 hours. Give me 2 days. Then I'll pick it back up. But right now, I'm just not feeling it.
You're not a candle. You can't burn out. A human being cannot burn out.
Okay, I have a lot of thoughts around this video, but you all have asked me to comment. Burnout is actually a medical condition. It was added to the medical literature, but prior to that, even though it wasn't in the medical literature, we knew it existed. And it's considered an occupational phenomenon, meaning the workplace stress and pressures lead to the symptoms of low motivation, low energy, anhedonia, that feeling of lacking joy. In order for something to enter the medical literature, it has to be well studied. There has to be consensus amongst mental health experts. And I actually disagree with what this person is saying in the video. I don't know her. I'm not trying to criticize her or anything. I just simply disagree because this is a real condition. We need to take it seriously. And that's why mental health professionals are involved in this burnout work and in this burnout research. Now, if you want to take it in the literal sense, like humans can't burn out, they're not candles, that's one thing.
You're not a candle. You can't burn out.
But, there is something called oxidative stress, and human beings do burn energy. We have metabolisms. And when a body is under a lot of stress, it impacts your metabolic profile, it impacts your heart, it impacts your brain, just about.
Right. You know how they say stress is the silent killer? That's just not a saying. It really is. When you're burned out, your whole body is under stress. And now it's a mental health condition. Burnout has caused people to have mental and physical health ailments.
Every organ in your body is impacted by high stress. And if you don't take care of your mental health, that mind-body connection is real. You may actually manifest physical symptoms of what's happening in your brain. Burnout is real, especially a lot of people who are both caregivers, taking care of young kids at home, taking care of elderly parents, having a career, doing a lot of things. They don't necessarily show on the outside that they're not functioning, but they can be breaking down internally. And that's why my work in high functioning depression is so real. People may look put together on the outside, pathologically productive, going because they're humans doing instead of human beings. And they don't look like they need help, but they're the ones that actually need our support the most.
Yep, that's always how it go. The ones that don't seem like they're going through it are always the ones going through it. You got to check on people. Just because on the outside it does not seem like they're going through anything does not mean that on the inside they're not going through anything. Y'all, let me know what y'all think about this video. Did y'all learn anything? I learned a few things here. Burnout is definitely real. Take it easy, y'all.